Hi guys, and welcome back to another video on our YouTube channel, the Bichanga family. So guys, today we are just heading out for dinner this evening, but I decided to hop on here and do this video that I had spoke about in my last video, the Christmas haul. I had mentioned about how I was able to help Taavi when we were forced to switch to formula. I wanted to breastfeed, but because of my seizure medication, I wasn't able to do that. And so, yeah, it was really sad for me, but thank God for formula, right? And even for some of you mothers who just decided you would rather use formula, no judgment either way. Today's video is about formula-induced constipation and what you can do about it. Obviously, I've only had one child, and the pediatricians that I talked to here in Kenya and the doctors, like baby doctors, all of them were just like, you know, he'll get used to it. He can go without pooping for even up to a week and it's still okay. Well, Taavi was different. As we know, all babies are different. And Taavi was different. After 2 days of not pooping, he would stop eating. Like, I could try to give him the bottle. He would just refuse the bottle. But then he would like eat on his hands, and I could tell he was hungry. And I didn't know what to do. And thank God my mom was still here. So let me bring you a Amish remedy for constipation. So let's get into the video.
I love you. I give you everything you want me to. Think about it. If I could, I'd burn down the moon and give that to.
So guys, I do want to say, we have a younger audience. Recently, I've come to realize that a lot of our audience, like, we have a lot of children watching our videos, and that's something that I just never really think about when I'm making videos, that small children are watching our videos. But so many people that come up to us on the street and say hi, they're like, my daughter watches your videos. And then I look at the daughter and she's like 6 years old, and I'm like, what? And so we have like this huge younger audience. So today, kids, this video is for mothers with babies. And so yeah, let's get into the video, and I'll just show and share with you how my mom taught me to care for Taavi when he's constipated, of which it hasn't happened since then because of the measures we take before he gets there. I remember as a first-time mom, the first time that he was constipated, we had just switched from formula and breastfeeding milk to fully formula. And all of a sudden, my little boy was screaming in pain. And I thought maybe there is a bee in his pamper. Like, that's how he was screaming. I was like taking his clothes off, taking his pamper off, looking like, what is hurting him? He was screaming. And then I realized, like, he's pushing, but then when he's pushing, he's screaming. And he was in so much pain. And that's when I called one of the baby doctors, and she was like, no, he'll be okay, you know, he'll be fine, it's just constipation. But it was really terrifying for me as a first-time mom to see him in that much pain. And at the time, my mom and dad were out, so it was just Corey and I here at home, and so I was just trying to care for him the best I could. She had given me a few tips, like giving him a warm bath, which is a good tip. You can do that. You can give them a warm bath. You can give them, like she said, tummy massages. All of that stuff is like soothing, but it doesn't prevent it. Does that make sense? It treats the constipation once it's already there. It doesn't prevent the constipation. So today we're going to be talking about prevention and also how to treat it once constipation is there and you're having to deal with it. So first of all, this. Prevention. Guys, this is called Natural Calm Magnesium Supplement. Now, this is something that my family has been taking for years. It would help with insomnia. Like for me and my sister, she had like migraines. I struggled with insomnia. We would always take this, like, I don't know if the light is too bright. It's called Natural Calm. It doesn't always look exactly like this. Like this one is raspberry lemon flavored, but they have just unflavored. And I used that for a while for Taavi until I didn't have it anymore. And then I started using this, which he's fine with it as well. But you can use it as a mom too, for those postpartum hormones that are like making you have anxiety or whatever. This Natural Calm is a magnesium calcium supplement that really helps your nervous system. And also a side benefit is that you don't have constipation. Actually, I was taking this during my labor and delivery. And let's just say the after delivery bowel movement that moms talk about, it wasn't bad at all. Like I didn't have any pain. It was actually a little bit runny because I was really doubling down on this stuff. So this, for Americans, you can get it at any Kroger's, Walmart, in the health food section. You can get this, and I don't know, it says, I'm just going to read the directions. Start by placing the desired amount of powder into a cup or mug. Add 2 to 3 ounces of warm water and let your drink fizz. It has like a fizzy. Stir the drink until the powder is completely dissolved, and then fill the remainder of the cup with warm or cold water. And then you just guzzle that cup with, like, I don't know, it says desired amount. I would recommend for an adult, I would put like 1 to 2 tablespoons in. The ingredients are basically, it just says magnesium, and then other ingredients: citric acid, organic lemon flavor, organic raspberry flavor, and with other natural flavors, organic stevia leaf extract. Now, when you get the natural flavored one, not natural flavored, but the non-flavored one, it doesn't have the extracts in it, but that's what this is. Helps with nervous system, helps with constipation. Now I've explained to you for adults. Oh, for people here in Kenya, Healthy You. There's a store in Kenya called Healthy You that has all kinds of natural stuff. That's where I got this stuff. Now, it's quite a bit more expensive here in Kenya than in the States. I think for this small bottle, it's like 4,500. Now, before you gasp and fall over, this lasts a really long time, because for a baby, you're going to be putting less than a half teaspoon in their bottle of milk. What my mom usually said is your little finger, like a little amount that could fit on here, just the tiniest of amounts. Like if I say half of a half teaspoon, like a 1/4 teaspoon even, like just a very small, like if you would pour it out on a surface, this small of an amount, just a little pile, and you put it, I usually put it right on top of Taavi's formula and water and shake it up with it, and I give it to him at the bottle just before he goes to bed. I don't put it in every bottle, just the bottle before he goes to bed. I put about that amount, sometimes a little bit more if he hasn't gone for maybe 2 days and I need him to go. I put a little bit more in, because for my baby, I like for him to poop every other day, max every 2 days. So yeah, this is definitely the preventative. Now, if you're a mom watching this video and you're like, great, I need to go to the store and get that. I need to save money to get that. I need to do whatever. My baby is constipated right now. We're gonna get into that right now. Okay, so what you wanna do if your baby's constipated is, first of all, lay something like this down on the bed. I got this in one of my diaper bags, if you remember when we did the unboxing from our gift registry from the States. Honestly, I think it's to like change your baby when you're out and about. Like the one side is like cloth and then the other side is this. Anyway, I just use it for this because it's like waterproof. So place something down on your bed like this, because you're gonna wanna have that protection, whether it's on the changing table, on the bed, whatever. Place that down, and even you can put a little towel over it if you want to. So first things first, you're gonna want a peri bottle or something like this. And then you are gonna want something like this. I am gonna insert a picture right here on the screen of what I would recommend. This is just what I have, but there's another one that I would actually recommend more than this. But if you can get something with a very small tip like this with a hole, but like I said, I would recommend the one I have on the screen. And then you'll need Vaseline, just the normal one, not the scented one. And then you're gonna need some Q-tips. All right, so let's get into it. You're gonna have your baby lay down, take the pamper off, and then you're going to start with the Vaseline. And you're going to take a Q-tip and you're just gonna dip it in and cover the front of it very nicely with a big glob. And then you're gonna just go a little bit around the exit. Let's just say the exit. People, please, this video is awkward for me. Okay, so you're just gonna go a tiny bit. You don't insert it any further than the tip of the bulb here, no further than that. And then you just slowly move it a little bit, just to stimulate a little bit. Sometimes, even if before you do this, what you can do is just take a wipe and wipe their bottom. Sometimes that's enough stimulation to make them poop. If not, you can take a Q-tip, put it in Vaseline up to here, and then you just insert it not further than the bud of the head. And then you just wiggle it in a circular motion like this a little bit, and sometimes that'll make them poop. Other times, if they're really, really constipated, even that won't work. I usually start with that. If that doesn't work, we move on to the next. You fill this bottle with warm water. Run it on your wrist to see, is there a little bit of a sting when you run it there, or is it just warm? If the sting is there, you have to add more cold water. You do not want it to be too hot. When you run it over your wrist, it should just feel warm, but not cold. You put some warm water in here, and then you just lightly spray it over their bottom and try to stimulate it that way. If that still doesn't work, we go to the next step, which is honestly usually the step I have to go to make him use the bathroom. You take the bottle like this, or the one I had on the screen, and you suck up with that thing that I had on the screen. You would suck up with warm water. For this one, I fill it up with warm water. After you have the warm water sucked up or filled up, you take the tip of it and put it in the Vaseline until it's completely covered. Then you just insert it once again, very lightly. But before you do that, squeeze it so that all the air is out. You squeeze it until there's water coming out, right? And then you hold it there. You don't let it go back up and get air in. Squeeze it until the water is coming out. And then you just insert it a little bit, just a little bit, and squeeze all that water in. Usually I put 2, sometimes 3 of these in. Now, sometimes not all of it goes in, and sometimes it's running out. But most of the time, 2 of these will do the trick. So you just insert that water. I would put 1. For the bulb thing that I had on the screen, that holds more water than this. I would say probably just 1 of those, not 2 or 3. But this one's a little smaller. So after the water is in, you just let them lay there, talk to them, play with them, let the pamper be off. And usually what I do is I just take their legs and do the bicycle thing, and I rub their tummy in a circle. Usually I do like counterclockwise for a while, just right around their stomach, and then counterclockwise, and just give them some time, talk to them, play with them. Because usually when they're constipated, they have this fear, of pooping. They know it's gonna hurt, and so they keep holding it back. So if you can have like some toys and play and talk with them, they'll actually forget about it. And oftentimes I'll be talking and playing with Taavi, and there's like a big exodus out the other end. So you just have the pamper ready there, and trust me, give it 5 to 10 minutes. Usually there'll be a bowel movement. If not, what you can just do is put the pamper back on and just hold him upright and walk around with them upright, giving them a chance to have that bowel movement. So I hope this helped you as a mom if you're struggling with formula-induced constipation or any other constipation. This is what I do, and thankfully, since that day, my child has never been screaming in pain from constipation. So yeah, I hope this helped you, and if it's something that you're not comfortable with doing, or you feel like yeah, like if you feel like it's not for you, that's okay. For sure, this is not something that I got from a hospital or a remedy I got from a doctor. It is a family remedy that has been passed through the generations, and so it's something that works for us. I know even my sister does it, especially this one in the bottles. That's what we do. It doesn't give them those stomach cramps. I know when I was talking to people about Taavi being constipated, I think I had talked about it on one of my videos, a lot of people were like, oh, blend up papaya, oh, give him orange, oh, give him this, oh, give him that. And he's not even, 2 months old yet. And so this is, in my opinion, a better option than to try to give them fruits and things that possibly they can't digest. As well as I had some people recommend, like, give them water. Well, then also people that are like, they can't digest water, don't give them water. So this is something that you can just add to the milk that isn't like a food or a fruit, and it's not giving them more water than their formula and all that stuff. You just add it to the formula, that's it. They're okay, and it doesn't give them stomach cramps, because the people who were saying like give them papaya and all this other kinds of fruit, they were like, they really scream in pain because their stomach is hurting. And so I don't want that. If I'm trying to fight constipation, why would I want to give them stomach cramps? So I can highly recommend this. I'm kind of sad it's so expensive in Kenya. I think in the US you can get a bottle literally 5 times this size for maybe $20 to $30. I'm not quite sure, maybe even cheaper than that. I haven't been in the States for about 4 years, so I don't know the prices of things there anymore, but I do know it's around 4,500 shillings here in Kenya at Healthy U. So for those of you in Kisumu, we have a Healthy U at West End Mall. It's right next to Java House, right along that side before the eyeglass shop. So make sure to go get that, because one of these bottles for 4,500 would probably last you, I don't know, 6 months plus. So it's something that's worth it. So yeah, I really hope that helped you guys out there. Feel free to leave your thoughts, your comments in the comment section, and your opinions as to what you think about this Amish remedy for constipation. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on our next video. Bye guys.
One thing's true, I never asked for nothing.